A warm hello from Lighthouse, and thank you all for joining us again. This morning we are looking at Psalm 27 again, and this time verses 3 to 4. These are two little verses with a very big message. They show us how to live a radically different life, not shaped by circumstances, however dire they may be, but shaped by a relationship with God. The psalm began with the writer saying that he will not be afraid of anything because of his relationship with God. And today's verses help us to see how we can stand on that same ground. Let me just read them to you. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. One thing I ask of the Lord, this is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. Here we read that there is an enemy at the door, a war that has broken out, an army threatening, intimidating, besieging. To be besieged means that you're surrounded on every side and have nowhere to go, while your enemy taunts you and incites fear and dread and threatens to destroy you. Do you recognise that? Isn't this rather like the situation we found ourselves in around the world, all of us hemmed in at war against an invisible virus? How do we cope with the fear of what might happen in this or in any other dire circumstances that we might find ourselves? Strangely, the writer tells us that even in such a time, my heart will not fear, and I will be confident. Is that possible? How can he say that? Even stranger, while facing this potential disaster, the writer has only one request: to dwell in the house of the Lord and to gaze upon his beauty all the days of his life. No desperate prayers for help, no cries, just this one thing. Now don't misunderstand this for escapism. David, who wrote the psalm, was a highly effective king and commander. He was informed about his circumstances, and for sure he prepared well for the battle. He was not one to surrender or to run away or to cower as a fearful victim. No, David could dismiss fear because he chose to put God first. This is key. We can choose what or who to trust, who to listen to. The voice we accept and listen to will have a powerful influence over us. Will I focus on the voice of fear, overdosing on all the negative news? That's just going to lead to anxiety and depression. Or will I, like David, draw confidence from focusing on the voice of God? As he says, I am your light and your salvation, the stronghold of your life, your provider and protector. We do this by spending time in God's presence, getting to know his goodness and beauty, absorbing his promises and learning to trust him. From that perspective, I can see God at work, and like the writer, I can live and act in confidence and not in fear. Someone has said, fear is faith in the wrong God. And I think that's true. Fear destroys, God rescues. If this place of confidence and security is something you don't know, then look no further than Jesus. He is God with us. Jesus said, he who has seen me has seen the Father, and I and the Father are one. He is where we go to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord. Following him will lead you into the presence of God. This one thing I ask of you, Lord. This is what I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze upon the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. I pray that you will seek the Lord and that you will go in confidence, whatever your circumstances. Amen, and God bless you.